There we go. Not a moment too soon. Now, we're good. Oh, and then the tablet disappeared. Excellent start. The tablet died on me. Hang on. Let me check on that. I'll be over here while I refresh this. It didn't like the Warner's logo.
What's up?
Right, let's have a look. Now, when did you see this in the cinema?
That's a negative. I've seen it in the cinema.
I thought this was your favorite film, but where were you in 1989?
I was a preconceived thought with my mum and my dad. Yeah, I didn't come along till 94.
Oh, that's what past forever, isn't it?
It is past forever, yeah. We're not before forever.
Oh yeah, 92 was Returns, then 95 forever, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it did not stop me from watching this on VHS an awful lot.
Where is my VHS? Oh, I got 3 VHS.
That's a collection.
Now I'm confused which one I'm using. That's the empty one. That's the one we'll be watching tonight.
Cool, man.
So yeah, I think I got 2 others. One's got a gold font and one's got not gold font. So I don't know if it's a misprint. And very valuable.
I'm not sure which one I had, to be honest. I think I had the one in the background.
Yeah, that was the most common one.
Yeah.
I don't know what these are. But as you can see, it's 15. Were you 15 when you first saw it?
No, I was way younger. Way younger. These were like these 80s/90s Batman films are like the earliest film memories I've got.
Oh,
to be fair, bar the cinema, but it was a mixture. It was like it came at the right period where like the Kenner toys were like a big part of my life.
Oh,
it coincided. Say that again, Gareth.
You lucky sod! I never had any of those.
Oh, it was great. And especially by the time I was like going out and buying them, they were like really cheap in like pound stretcher, especially Batman and Robin ones. But
well.
If you went charity shop hunting, which like me and my mum always did, that's where we got the good stuff. A lot of the reason why I love the 90s so much is because of the toys I had as a kid, and because a lot of them were second hand.
Sure.
They were brought from like charity shops, so it was all like the OG Power Rangers stuff. Then of course I did have an 89 Batmobile as well. But then I had a Batman Forever Batmobile, but it had nothing with it. So like the lid where the cockpit like goes, like the lid was off.
Yes.
The missile was gone.
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing to go, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I've rectified that now.
Oh, where is it? Where's all your toys? I can't see them.
I'm in the middle of decorating. I swear to God, if I turn the camera around now, the place is a shithole.
Okay. I'll let you off because, well, all my toys are in storage as well, so I've only got this.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
That was on a magazine at the time.
Did you get the one where it comes? There's a version of it where it comes with a shield.
No, I didn't. I only got the first issue because it was it.
Ah.
I didn't get the 50,000 other issues for £8 each.
I think the one with the shield had a little tiny miniature figure of Bob.
All right, nice
quality.
Right,
but yeah, I love this film, man.
Let's start this film, man. Let's see if you're synced up. Anyone not 15, please leave the stream.
I do think that's quite interesting, like, just to begin with, like, the certificate of this film. Like, I always thought that back in the day, like, when I was watching it as a kid, like, the tone of, obviously, the Burton films is, like, so different from the Schumacher films. I think for, like, the longest time, I had them both totally separated. Like, to me, still as an adult, I don't really find them like that they follow on that well. Obviously, Batman Returns do. Then
yeah, Gotham looks different every verse for the film.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? They had like an amazing production designer for the first film, who, like, I think the situation was that he committed suicide not long after the film.
Yes, unfortunately so.
Yeah, to start off with a nice note, but
Right.
yeah,
good evening.
Hello. I find it really interesting the fact that they didn't have the same production designer for the second one, because they do a really good job with the second one. Yes. I think it was a guy called Bo Welsh.
That's him.
Yeah, who's done the second movie. But yeah, these opening credits are so good.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Very simple, but great.
Yeah, what is this we're going through here? Oh, that's a good point. Have you guys ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight? Bob Ringwood. There he is. Yeah. No, I haven't yet. But who knows? So yes, music by Danny Elfman. And songs by Prince. So yeah, I have the
first. Yeah, I've got both the. I haven't got the vinyl of the actual score, but I've definitely got the Prince.
Yeah, I only had the Prince one on cassette, CD or cassette at the time, and then that was the only place you could see pictures of the film, unless you had the adaptation novel, which has got just had the usual standard pictures in.
What do you think of the Batsuit, the '89 Batsuit?
I love it, but I know it does look a bit dated now when you've seen all the new ones. They're all extra fitting and snug.
I think it's only the cowl that lets it down.
Yeah, it does look. He looks beefy sometimes in some shots.
Yeah, they didn't totally perfect it. And that shot right there, Gareth, I absolutely love. It's so good. Like this whole opening here, it sort of throws you off guard a little bit. You think that you're sort of seeing Bruce Wayne, his origin, in this
it tricked you. Yeah, it tricked me when I first saw it. I thought, oh, we're gonna see his parents get slaughtered. But yeah, so this is a set on Pinewood Studios by London.
Absolutely love it. This is one of the main factors of why I love movies. These realistic, it just feels really lived in, but it's obviously still a set.
And it's supposed to be in America, but theatre is spelt the British way, so that's what happens when you hire a British crew. Right, hang on, let's go to this chat first. Never wrote about the man Drew Barb. Well, unless you're George Michael, of course, but bloody Batman month. Make video tasties great again. You'll get your Carry On Girls. Don't worry, Mike. We'll set a date for that. 15 to the hit. Yes, this was ultra violent in the day, wasn't it? No dumping garbage by law, it says. It's good old HC. Make Mike the Batman hate it. Yes, he hates the film, but he's here anyway. Thanks, Mike. Hopefully he can educate you on it. So yes, why? So Batman's up in his ivory tower, but he doesn't help this family of being mugged.
Yeah, because you've got to wait. Build that suspense. Build the suspense. He's all about theatrical, dramatic.
He is. Hey, Jeff's here. Hi, Jeff. How are you, sir? Jeff from the future. That is true. Danny Elfman did score Pee-wee Herman. That's how he got this job. Because, he was in his Oingo Boingo band. So, we got an animated Batman there.
Yeah, that always took me out of, not necessarily took me, well, it did take me out of the movie when I was little, but now I appreciate it. I appreciate how
would they otherwise do it? And then, because this is the Bat is an English actor.
Yeah, he was recently in Andor.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he's in the prison.
I think he was in Casualty or something, wasn't he? Back in the 90s after this, or before this. That's where I remember him from. Was he a porter thing in Casualty? I might be wrong. I haven't. Nope, not well. Maybe Ricky. I danced with Ricky, but I don't think he's more of a nemesis. But then you get Batman's first introduction. He just slowly drops down in the background.
So I'm watching the release that came out a few years. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but when the new remastered 4K edition come out, I know there was some heat on the 4K edition.
Yes, because so.
Yeah, two main factors. I think it was. It was obviously they've absolutely sugarcoated the whole thing with teal, which in fairness, when I first watched it, I hated it. Like, I hated the Mega Tail look. I still do, in fairness, a little bit. But the biggest grievance for me was like the gunshot sounds. Like, if you actually listen to some of the sound design, they've like swapped some of the sound design elements.
I know they've done it with all the films they seem to be releasing these days. They did it with Dirty Harry. They've done it with all sorts of films.
I have to say though, they didn't touch the 4K transfer on Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. They kept them pristine.
Ah, good. I haven't seen them yet. I am making a video because I'm comparing all VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K of Batman to see how dark they are. Because when it was released on VHS, they had to lighten it because everyone in the theaters complained they couldn't see what was happening.
That's funny.
So when I watched it the other night in the Blu-ray, I thought this is very bright. I can see every stitch of his costume.
Yeah, there's a few things. As the HD gets better, there's just more things that you notice.
So yeah, I'm comparing scenes in the video I'm working on. So we'll see if that ever comes out. Oh, tablet's gone. Hey Sophie, how are you? You all right? Oh, it's back again. So yes, in the comic book version of adaptation, he says, "I am the Knight," but Keaton changed it to "I am Batman," and then a legend is born.
Yeah, because he's Batman.
Sure beats. There's gonna be lots of Joker quotes.
I think there was a few people in the running to be Harvey Dent. I think one that I found out recently was Ray Liotta.
Oh,
but he went off to do Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah, can't blame him. It was
good shout,
wasn't it? Yeah. Because poor Billy D. Williams was guaranteed to be Two-Face in future sequels. And of course, he became Two-Face in the Lego Batman film. He got to actually do it for once.
And the newly adapted Batman 89 comic.
Yes.
Came out recently.
Yes. I've got a copy of that. I haven't read it yet because it's written by, what's his name? Sam Hamm.
Yeah.
Who wrote this. And then, well, he wrote most of this. Then there was a writer's strike, so he couldn't write while they were filming, and that caused issues. And then they had to get other writers in. And luckily, it turned out all right. But there is a Batman 2 script by Sam Hamm for the second film that wasn't used, which I'm hoping to put voices to.
All right.
So if anyone wants to join me.
Is that, did they feature Robin in the Batman 2?
I haven't read it all yet. Robin was supposed to be at the end of this one. He was supposed to be in the parade with his family, and then they get killed by the gas, and he survives. And then,
I think there's storyboards of that particular sequence.
Because is it the second Batman Returns? Or was it this one? Damon Wayans was going to be Robin, and he was all signed up and contracts signed, and he was paid.
I think he still gets money off that.
He still gets money. Same as Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson didn't want to do it.
This is brilliant about Jack Nicholson in this role.
He didn't want to do it.
To get him for 10 years, man.
Yeah, because the production started in the 80s when Superman.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get him, so they thought, let's get Robin Williams to trick Jack into doing it. That pissed Robin Williams off when it worked.
They've used Robin Williams, I think, more than once to do a scenario like that.
Disney did it to him as well, didn't they?
Yeah, you know what, like,
I'm not sure.
Yes, that was it. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Jack Nicholson really does sort of make this film for me. Like, I find it hilarious. I found it funny when I was a kid, and I find it funny now that he's still top billing of this film. Like, I think it's amazing. Like,
the 1980s Batsuit, love it. I say the Returns looks better.
Yeah,
keep the new Batsuit for the Flash really nice. Yeah, they've really done a good job on that one.
I'll just say that return suit is my favorite Batman suit. Period.
Yeah. It's a blue one as well, isn't it? If you see it in the light.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more of a tightened version of the 89 suit, and obviously, like the like abs are a little bit different. Did they go for the Jordans in the second one? Was that the?
I think so. Yeah, they still went for the Nikes or the Air Jordans in this one. They just painted black and put a badge on the front. Made them into boots.
Looks great though. I like how they've sort of like adapted it for the Flash movie.
So Bronson. Oh, hang on. I'm reading the wrong one. There it is. Why was the cinema release a 12? It's very dark and violent, and kiddies young kiddies who can't get in to see it would have gone to see it and got scared because they were used to Batman 66, which is hard to believe. That was it, yeah, 66 to 89. So what is that? 26 years between Batman films in the cinema. And then in the 80s version, it was going to be a Batman 66 style film.
Until thank God that never happened.
Yeah, The Dark Knight, not Rises, Returns comic came out in the 80s and turned Batman into a darker character, and they thought, let's do it that way. Yeah, Keaton is still the best Batman. Yes, Sean's correct, of course. Hang on, but chat's jumping. Nicholson is my favorite Joker. Love that guy and pretty much everything. Yeah, so he normally charged 10 million a film went back then. He did this for 6 million and then a cut of the profits, which included the merchandise. So he made 90 million off this film, apparently. And I think he still makes more every time it's changed or anything. And off the sequels, I think.
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you now, Gareth. Sorry.
All right.
I pulled my mic.
Stop playing with the mic. That's my job. Oh, yeah. And one of his Nicholson's terms was Bob Tracy Walter was cast in a main role, his friend in real life.
Yeah, I heard that recently. Like, I love this shot just coming up there of that particular matte painting shot. Like,
yeah, that's a nice one.
I know they all, like, you can tell they're matte paintings, but I think that is, like, the whole point and charm of it now. Like,
yeah, I know they're static, but it still looks good. Hey, Danny. He only helps Gotham citizens since they were run down. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he takes out those punks, but he doesn't rescue the stuff from them. I'll give it back. So they still get to keep their stuff. They just have to spread the word of Batman. Oh, Karen Abroad. Okay, Jay's calling Karen Abroad. And then good evening. Hello, Jay. Oh, yes. Sophie loves your shirt. That is a very nice shirt, of course.
Thank you, Sophie. It's got a big look. I've got to show the back of it off as well.
Oh, off.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Because I had the big yellow bat symbol when this came out t-shirt. I had Jack Nicholson when he's got water on him and his makeup's running. I had that, and I had a Batman t-shirt as well back in the old days, but ruined them and shrunk them.
They really had, like, I try and get some now on like eBay, like some of the old vintagey ones. I managed to get a Batman Returns one for pretty cheap recently, but they're always in like double XL.
Well, that's the trouble. I do have my Topps Batman cards, the second series, collector's edition.
Ah, cool. I've got no Batman '89 trading cards. I've got some Returns ones.
Well, look, there you go. There's a close up of his abs.
Nice. No nipples anywhere.
Now, if you want some gum, I've also got you sorted. I've got my Batman card, sticker, and bubble gum.
Has it still got all the gum in? Yeah.
It has. I'm too scared to take it out now. I tried one when I bought this about 12 years ago. So there you go. There's got Batman, and then got the Joker.
Yeah, I keep offering my girlfriend some, but she doesn't want any. Do you not want any 30-year-old gum? Why not?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? It's still as good.
Weird.
Oh, the Batman Arcane game. You can choose your suits, can't you? I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. The games are awesome.
Yeah, there's those two games.
Yeah.
I didn't like. Oh, that's Arkham Knight, yeah, because the animated one in Arkham City, didn't they? The animated suits and the blue suit and Batman Forever was the first one. Sean saw it at the cinema.
Underrated movie.
Well, we'll see in 2 weeks tonight, won't we? So yeah, United States. This came out June 19th. That's weird. For the premiere, I guess it came out at the same time. Jeff would have seen it September 29th, 1989. It's not bad. Actually, I said that wrong. The premiere was June 19th. It came out in the Philippines June 21st, Chile June 22nd, Canada and US June 23rd. So that's weird. And we got it in August 11th, 89. So I would have been, yeah, just after my 16th birthday.
So did you feel the hype before this movie was coming out?
This was, I think, one of the only times I've been to the cinema. And it just been, well, no, not to lie, it's the second one. Crocodile Dundee was the first one. This was the second one that had a line of people around the block.
Cool. Did like everyone come out loving it? Can you remember? What was the chat like?
I loved it.
Come on, Gareth.
Don't listen to people. Like, sneak out and get out of there quick. All right. People talk to me later. I'll forget by the end of the stream who's asked for what. That's got so many wars. Carry on, Cleo. Infamy. They've all got it infamy. Wasn't Clint Eastwood also asked to be Harvey Dent, or am I misremembering that? I didn't see it today, but IMDb.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's got about 20 pages for this film. I couldn't make it through it.
What do we think of Grissom?
He does look. Yeah, maybe. That's why they've got plans. Get me Lieutenant Eckhard.
I love his like that's another reason why I love this film. Doesn't have a big role in it, but he's basically the same character out of Tango and Cash. Like,
I was going to say that came out the same year, 89.
Oh, was that the same year?
As we got it. Yeah.
What a year! I love Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
Don't like the third act, but
why? Now, there's a guy, one of the waiters carrying the wine and talking to Michael Keaton when Vicky Vale talks to him. Is from Heidi High, the TV show. I always remember.
Heidi High.
Yeah.
Is that way before my time? When's Heidi High?
Yeah. If you didn't see this, you might not know Heidi High. But yeah, I think they could have had Clint as either Harvey Dent but I think Clint probably wouldn't want to be in a franchise back then. And the Lear, Alfred gives her.
I love this Alfred.
Yeah, it's great. From the Hammer films. Now, is Michael Keaton, Bruce Wayne here, when he says, I'm not sure who he is he actually confused or is he just playing around?
He's blown away by Kim Basinger.
Well, it was going to be Sean Young from
Yes,
Blade Runner, but she fell off a horse or something and got injured, so she couldn't do it. So they had to.
And is that when she did the crazy cat woman audition?
Yeah, for Returns.
Yeah.
Still didn't get it. Oh, Sophie's got the Batman vinyl. Prince singing Bat Dance. Yeah, I always loved that song only because it had clips from the film.
Another thing, like when I was younger, like that's something that I've like grown to love as I've like got older. But I think that's like my music taste has like changed as I've got older. I love that album. I think it's hilarious that half the songs don't even feature in the film.
Well, yeah, it wasn't. Well, Tim Burton didn't want any of the songs, but Warner's own. They wanted Michael Jackson and Prince collaboration on it because they were under contract with them. But Michael Jackson was touring, so they got Prince.
I just think the whole Prince element adds like a whole different flavor to the film.
It certainly does, because what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nine songs.
Scandalous. That's an epic.
Yeah, some good stuff on here. Because Sheena Easton's on it as well.
I think Trust is my favorite though.
Yes, that's.
It's just man.
Now, why doesn't the male reporter, I feel it's name now, why doesn't he know who Bruce Wayne is if he's been living in the city? Knox, yeah. He's a reporter, but he doesn't know who Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah, he should absolutely know who Bruce Wayne is. You know what? I didn't even think of that, Gareth.
I've never thought of it. Someone pointed out. I read this.
But I also do love this scene as well. It's another just like, how do you know? Because I bought it in Japan. I love it.
So the house is real. The interior, I can't remember where it's filmed, but the exterior is Nebworth House near London. Is
this the same Wayne Manor that we're going to see in The Flash?
Apparently so. Oh, the external bit. Yeah. All right, Jeff's going to participate. Lovely, thank you. I'll forget again, but remind me later. Oh, Anthony's here. He's just got 717. Well done.
Congrats, man.
Oh, Dr. Impossible. Just make certain, Gareth, you get the monkey to play the Joker in your alternative Batman. He scares the shit out of me with that voice. You could do the voice, yeah. I don't think I haven't read the script yet, so I don't think the Joker. Spoilers, the Joker doesn't make it out of this one. He's lost 2 steps. They'll be back. Probably the bots I get. I'm trying to do the script, unused script for Batman 2. So I'm getting people to provide voices for the script that I can turn into, I guess, an audio play. That's the best description for it.
I know someone who might be brilliant for that, Badger.
Yes.
He does a lot of voice work.
He would be. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. Yeah, that's. This damn chat keeps jumping every time I scroll down. Right, just 90 million. How much did he could have done that for free, couldn't he? It's probably a standard 10 for Few Good Men, and he's barely in it.
Yeah, he's barely in it. Like
he's got the most memorable line, but
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, this budget was 35 million, I think it said earlier, which was very big back then.
It feels like a big movie. Like
they wouldn't get you a drama now. But yeah, it made 411 million worldwide, so it did all right. Plus merchandising, so it must have. That was everywhere.
I don't think it was the highest earner out of them 80s, 90s films, though. I think, was it not Forever? If I'm not mistaken.
I'll have to wait until we find out. I'll have to adjust it for inflation.
Yeah.
Now, why does his war room have 4 cameras just facing the same direction?
In case one of the tapes burns out.
Because he's got 4 cameras, but only one of them shows up, and then
he might not have rewinded one of the tapes and one of them.
Yeah, well, that wasn't an issue. But maybe he's got long play. You can get 8 hours at the most. So yeah, like I did a few months ago with a radio play. That was a taster to see if it could be done. A collector's edition. You opened it though. Whoops. Yeah. Couldn't be helped. Technically I didn't open. I bought it used off eBay, so I don't think it's sealed. I got Batman Returns one, but it doesn't have a box.
I haven't opened my trading cards yet. Not yet.
Done that. Jeff wasn't born. No one's born, and the oldest here again. So yeah, this is show. It shows the police is corrupt because Eckhart's talking to these guys in the Nazi uniforms to shoot on sight, but it never really goes into that in any of the films, does it? The corrupt police force.
No, I think the new Robert Pattinson films will definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then
they hinted on it in The Dark Knight, but not like to its full potential. It gets a little bit lost in the narrative in that film.
Yeah. It doesn't. The gangsters here, gangsters and the police do have the 40s style to them, don't they?
Yeah, they look like a toned down version of Dick Tracy.
Yeah, not so bright. Colors.
Not so bright, just toned down.
Yeah, Sophie wasn't born until 95. Bloody hell. I can't remember when she first saw this. Ooh. Let's see. It would have been on telly in the first time in the UK in 92. Probably Christmas 92 on one of the channels.
Yeah, well, there's a great BBC advert for that, for when they first showed it, where it's like the bat wing, it goes up into the moon, then comes back down, it says BBC.
Nice. So yeah, Pat Hingle. Pretty much.
Who gets worse throughout the series.
Yeah. He's in the 4, but he doesn't have much to do in any of them, really. He doesn't have a relationship with Batman as such.
No, it's one thing I think the thing is with this film, right? It's not the most like correct version and like faithful version of the Batman character. Like, and I am a mega Batman fan. I would say that's my favorite character. Like, this is what sort of got me into it all. So it's like he's my first come, first serve, basically. But you know, like I don't love this film because it's a great portrayal of Batman. There's just elements in this film that I think haven't been topped. Particularly Gotham City, to be honest. Like well, I don't think it'll ever get back to that sort of stage. Like the new Matt Reeves Batman Gotham City is good. I do like it, but it is still just a heightened Chicago at the end of the day. But
crime-ridden Liverpool. Hang on, what's that? VHS.
Yeah, they did use some shots in Liverpool.
Edinburgh. Just looking on, right. Let's have a look. Probably the mid to late 2000s for Jeff. So yeah, there was 1989 was a super strong year for mainstream blockbusters and independent cinema. I saw it at the cinema Dud Calmly, Lethal License to Kill. Yeah, I saw 2 of those. So yeah, someone should do a video on 89. That was a great year. Tango Cash is awesome. The best fake Cockney accent ever. That is true. Brian James, unfortunately, no longer with us. Mike knows Heidi High. He loves it too. Where I stay for family reunions is where they filmed Heidi High. It's awesome. So yeah.
Apparently, I'm missing out on Heidi High then. Like, I need to.
It's based on the summer camps, holiday camps of like Butlins of the 50s. And it's a sitcom from the 80s. Yeah, Batman's taking out all the trash, Hasn't killed anyone yet.
No, he's about to birth this version of the Joker, though.
Blown away by Kim Basinger.
What are you?
To be fair, who wouldn't be? Yeah, she was top model back then. She's on films.
She's great. I tell you what, like as I've gotten older.
Older.
Well, sort of older. Not like not mega older, but like I love Kim Basinger, man. She's great.
Yeah,
LA Confidential, Cool World, brilliant one.
She's done 9.5 weeks. She's done My Stepmother is an Alien and
9.5 weeks. Is that the Mickey Rourke?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then does do a lot of screaming in there, so
yeah, not a best role, like
but she's still good in it because she's not just a scream person. Oh, hang on, let me grab something. No, can't find it now. Right. You mean this one with the Turtle Rhapsody and Turtle Power, TURTLE Power. I had that as well. Eckhart. So Jack Napier. And Q Princeton. Heidi Ho, 2 politically incorrect. Oh, yeah. For my liking, I prefer Mrs. Brown Boys. I think he might be lying there. So, does Batman let him drop here into this bat? Because he only grabs him one-handed. He doesn't use any of his tools.
I don't think he does.
There's a look he gives him. It's like people say he gives him a look that's like recognition. Yeah, right before he drops it.
Possibly, yeah.
People have said that. He recognizes him.
He gets a shock and he realizes that it was him that killed his parents, sort of thing.
It's sort of what do you call it? Yeah, subliminal. Now he realizes he's killed him, and that's a good idea. Let's go full Punisher. Right, hey Mike, how are you? Mike's uploading daily now with all this stuff. Loads of films he's introducing me to. Oh, there's Batman in the smoke.
Great shot, love that.
Yeah, he goes to the smoke, but then it shows him going up through the smoke.
Oh, so. Yeah, it's totally ridiculous. But
because in the comic book adaptation, he flicks 2 things and then properly disappears. But
I love the shot here of like the access chemicals of him like on top of the roof, which I realized wasn't even. The thing is with this film, I think there's a couple of people who actually end up playing Batman for the majority of the film that isn't Michael Keaton. Yes. So a lot of like ballet dancers and stuff that they hired to like get the movements right.
Yeah,
but the thing with that is there's a lot of promotional shots of like when this film was coming out of like Batman next to the Batmobile, and it's not even Michael Keaton.
Yeah, you got your old stuntmen and stuff like that. But yeah, and yeah, like you say, people that can do the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Harley Quinn in the script. I don't. Yeah, I haven't read it. I need to read it. I just getting ideas of who'd be interested. Mr. J. I'm doing Harley Quinn anyway.
Yeah, you've got it down, Gareth.
Oh, Mike was 14, a bit younger than me, but he saw it when it came out. Yeah, he remembers. So yeah, I need to visit this Nebworth thing in the summer, I think, and have a tour. Ah, Fuddy Nemesis. How many times have I danced with Devil? I haven't danced with you yet, Al. Oh yeah, she was technically an unofficial Bond girl in Never Say Never Again as well in '83. Now, why did he set up this date in this weird dining room
with the biggest table?
Yeah, it's like he's never had a date before, or he actually likes her, so he has her in the home.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like this playboy, like who's taking loads of women back to his playboy mansion, but this seems like the first time he's ever done it.
Yeah, it's like, is he doing it special for her, or is he doing it as a joke? That's
it's
not the I had. No,
it's Alfred who really lets the team down in this next.
Yeah, and the day after for her.
The day after, yeah. Sorry, not the next scene. The next scene's that like where they go into the more compact kitchen area, and it's a bit more.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit more homely.
It says when he opens, did you have trouble finding that place? But she was already there a few nights ago with the party. So, and she turned up by taxi then, but maybe.
Yeah, but have you seen that road to get to this place? You don't remember this epic shot of the Batmobile in the middle of this film where it goes on for about 10 minutes, just it blazing through the woods. It's so good.
Oh, Dr. Impossible had me worried then. Yeah, I can't stand Mrs. Brown Boys either, and I watched Heidi High because we only had 3 channels, so it had to be something on. Blot in the Landscape, I did like that. It was on past the watershed, so it was rare I got to see it. What's up, boys? Stanton's in the house. Good evening, Stanton. Now, every time I see that, I see it as Anton Rogers, who was in another sitcom of the 80s. So that's just my bad. You can't picture me as Harley. Oh,
he's about to prove you wrong.
Little monster t-shirt coming up. It's like it was National Book Day or something yesterday or the day before and then the school had dressed up as your favorite characters, and there was all sorts of like Harry Potters, and if you didn't want to dress up, you could go in your bloody pajamas for some fucking reason on a fucking cold February, March fucking day. And then there's one little girl dressed as fucking Harley Quinn from like the Suicide Squad.
Oh my god!
More tastefully, she didn't have the
shorts
and stockings, but she had the little monster T-shirt and the picture. Like, some sort of big pedo would be after her.
Jesus.
Michael Gough as Alfred, yeah. The original Celestial Toymaker was in the British version of King Kong Konga. Christ, I haven't seen that for years. I know he's in like the Hammer Dracula. One of them. I think it's the first one. But yeah. Oh, so yeah, here we go.
This scene, Gareth. Oh my god. When I was a child, this was almost getting skipped every time.
It does, yeah. It's dark, isn't it? But apparently,
you know what? I always noticed when he was going up them stairs, he didn't actually have the white makeup on.
That was my next thing. I've never noticed, but someone mentioned it today. One of the goofs. I guess what's the point in putting the makeup on if he's barely going to be? Well, you probably wouldn't see it in the VHS or the theater.
No, definitely not. I can't remember that as like a child. That was only when I got the 4K edition.
All the years I've seen this, I've never noticed. But then the tools he has to work with are the same tools that Steve Martin uses in Little Shop of Horrors as the dentist.
Ah.
And then Jack Nicholson was in the original Little Shop of Horrors from the 60s as the guy that was in the dentist chair. So I do love the Simpsons parody of this, though, with Lisa. And she has the braces.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it fucked me up, that scene. And I love where it echoes into this scene as well when they're going upstairs.
Yeah. So, he's in the background. Hang on, where is he? Yeah, I can see it now. Fuck, that's ruined for me. So, is Bruce Wayne built up an intolerance to wine and other poisons, or is it just he got her drunk?
No, that's why he's hanging upside down later on. Gets rid of it, apparently.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Going that far. I'm trying to remember the Anton Rogers comedy. This country is the greatest. This country is the greatest comedy of all time. Hang on. Freshfields. That was it. Thank you. That was an 80s thing where. And May to December. Yes. The follow-up was Frenchfields. Yeah, that was. I just didn't see much of that where they went to retire into the French Riviera. Not Riviera. Vineyards, I think it was. Oh, I should have read the Riddler. Yeah, once I have not Harley, Jeff, you git. So yeah, this is the Joker reveal. Let's see.
What do you think annoys the life out of me in this scene, though?
Is it the purple?
Yes, it is. On his neck? Yes, it is. It is exactly that.
Do you know why it's there?
So much. Why is it? Was it what? Go on. You might know.
Yeah, you'd expect it not to be purple, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd expect it to be something else, but apparently, because he's wearing his purple suit, jacket or whatever it is, coat, but he got white makeup on the coat, so they covered up the white makeup with purple shoe polish or something. So now it comes back onto his neck.
The biggest thing for me is like with like releases that have came out over the years and stuff, especially with like the 4K remaster and that. Just someone go in and sort it out.
Oh, you want them to alter stuff now, do you?
It's too much. No, it's too much. Get rid of it.
But then they do a George Lucas and animate the matte paintings and.
Okay, I suppose.
Yeah, there's a slippery slope, but yeah, it is. You think you can see the makeup? Oh, you can even see the makeup rubbed onto the fucking collars.
I have to say though, like when I was younger, like after this moment, it was a little bit of a sigh of relief. Like that, it's just so tense up until that change, and obviously seeing the hand come out the sewage and stuff. You're like, oh my god, who the hell is this guy going to be? Sort of thing. But yeah,
well, because Michael Keaton before this was famous for comedies like Gung Ho and Mr. Mom and Graveyard. No, not Graveyard Shift. The one where he was in a morgue attendant. And it was only because in Clean and Sober he played a serious role of an alcoholic that they decided to put him up for this. And then pre-internet, Warner Brothers got 50,000 letters saying, don't do it. Don't make him Batman.
Yeah, I've seen all the uproar that it did have, like, up on release.
Then, like, what was it? It was so. Then Beetlejuice came out, and that was a big hit as a comedy. And people thought, no, he's not Batman. He's not bulky enough. He's too short. He's too funny. He can't. His hair's not right, and all this. And then
he did sort of prove it all wrong, though. Like he does. I think the thing is with Michael Keaton's Batman. There's like the couple of nuances that he brings to it. Like he does genuinely seem like unhinged, untapped, sort of unpredictable, I think. And obviously like that middle section with like Bruce Wayne and the Joker and Vicky Vale at their apartment, Vicky Vale's apartment, and he does a classic.
Yes.
I think that's just like, I know that scene like sort of stands out as a little bit like what the hell just happened there, but like I think that is the show is sort of like is just like he will sort of blow. He's like unpredictable.
Yeah.
And his Batman voice rules as well because it's not all
the top. He was the one that came up with that saying, well, what's his name? The 60s one didn't change his voice no matter who he was around. And he thought, well, that people are going to pick up on that he sounds exactly the same, so he changed it.
How cool was it when Nick Cage donned the Adam West Batman accent in Kick-Ass? It was so good.
Yeah, so you got best of both worlds in that black Batman suit. And then Nick Cage doing...
Nicolas Cage could have well been like... I think they were gearing up for a Batman v Superman, but it was going to be Keaton and it was going to be Cage.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Superman Lives that Cage was going to be part of.
silver costume with light up LEDs and.
But they did do a costume chest with like the proper Superman.
Yeah,
costume.
they had that weird, shiny plastic one, didn't they?
To me, it just looked like an abbreviation of the Tim Burton Batman suits.
Yeah,
like
it's exactly what they were going for, wasn't it? Just paint it blue and red. It'll do. And then Alfred drops the ball again by telling.
What the hell?
He's Batman and he has to cover for him.
And he commits the greatest sin of all time later on in the film.
Yeah.
Like he should have been fired on the spot.
Oh, you're one of those people, are you?
What? No.
Kicking off that.
Because just in like film sort of like it's setting it off to a bad precedent when you're going to be letting anyone into the Batcave, man.
Well, apparently it was needed to rush the story along. They didn't have another way to get it going.
I get it. I don't hate it.
And then they take the piss out of it in the sequel. Who let Vicky Vale into the Batcave?
Oh shit! Yeah, they do.
Turn around and she's there.
I love like this. The scene with Jack Nicholson and like all the mobsters coming up.
Yeah.
And it's just that first shot of Jack Nicholson.
Why?
Life's been good to me.
Yeah. You can there you go. You can call me Joker, and as you can see, I'm a lot happier. But how does this hand buzzer generate so much power that it fries someone?
Yeah, and I love how like comically like they go with it as well. His head goes red.
I do like he's very careful taking it off and giving it to Bob later on.
Ooh, a live one.
Have you ever danced with the devil by the pale moonlight? So yeah, talking of that, it'll be a hot time on the old town tonight, which is said by Michelle Pfeiffer in Returns. He only says, "Have you ever danced with the devil by to the pale moonlight?" Not to all his prey, but just to two people, the Waynes and Batman. Yeah. So he never uses it on anyone else. Anton just got a little hot under the collar. Wait till they get a load of me. Yeah, these are. He just chewed everything, didn't he? Nicholson in this. It's so bizarre that like the character and Jack Nicholson's personality sort of go spectacular. Like the brilliant combo. There's the lines sort of blurred a little bit. Yes. But yeah, this is what a year after the Witches of Eastwick, where he was the devil. Was it 2 years? But yeah.
You know what I really appreciate? Just while we're looking at all these mobsters and like his goons and stuff. Yeah. His goons have all got like Joker jackets. I appreciate that. Like I'm missing that from films today. Like in The Dark Knight, why didn't they all have like little Joker like emblems on them? Or like or Bane's crew have just like Bane's mask on the jacket.
How are you supposed to know who's who if you don't?
Exactly. Like I loved it in Forever where they've all got the masks on and they've got like the Two-Face masks.
Yeah.
Little things like that. Little
the details. Batman sort of did it with the crew that got the white faces. Yeah. So they know there's different gangs, but yeah. Let's get nuts. Coming up, Danny. So yeah, Jack Nicholson has white makeup on his face and then additional brown makeup.
Yeah. I love that. I love that sort of detail though. Like, and do it full scale in The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's Joker, where he takes it all off and he's in, where he's the pretending to be the policeman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who let Vicky Vale in the Batcave?
Grease him now? Okay. Where the hell does he even get the hand buzzer? Yeah, it's not like he was a trickster before this. All he had was his deck of lucky cards. That was the only thing he had before this. And where does he get those wonderful toys? Yeah, at least Batman was prepared. But Jack Nicholson's got like the acid squirting dope posy, and he's got the hand buzzer. Oh, let's see what's. There you go, my commemorative poster.
So I think I've got one of them from the '89 series. I know I've got both of them from Returns.
Oh, this is issue number 3. I think I've got 2 of these. I've got Returns, so I've got the Catwoman one for some reason. Where did I get to? The Burton era went downhill after Returns. Thankfully, Nolan resurrected Batman. Yeah,
it went downhill after Forever.
Oh, sorry, Forever. Yeah. Released.
I'm only joking, guys. I'm only joking. Give me loads of shit. It's fine. I like that film.
Hang on, you're back in 2 weeks for Forever, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll do all my gushing over that film.
Then. Did have a solid soundtrack as well.
Oh, it's got great. It is probably better than the movie. Well, it is, but
oh yeah. So I've got the Batman '89 Skeletrix from back then. The car, and then I've got the Joker Porsche, which is just a normal Porsche painted purple and yellow, because that's all they could come up with for a Joker mobile back then, even though it's not in the film.
But it's hilarious in the film. He does it like when they do the chase scene after the museum. His cars are painted green and purple. Amazing. So who the villain is. Brilliant.
Yeah, see? If they're coming at you, you can say it was the Joker's men that did it. So yeah, showing that the cinema and everything, the hotel are all run down now, but that's all you get to see of Gotham's criminals. Oh, it's gone again. Hang on, let me double check what it's doing. No, it might be back. But yeah. And no one seems to know anything about Bruce Wayne. And his parents died in the news office.
It is a little bit similar to the new film, to be fair. There's not a lot of people that know a lot about this version of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. No, what was it? 121 minutes, but different speeds. So it's 2 hours 5, but there was something I was looking for. I can't remember what it was now. It's in stereo. It'll come back to me. I'll see in a minute. Austin had the Joker '89 figure as a kid, the one where you dunk his head in water. I only saw that existed today. I saw the toy when it was white and it went in and it came out pink. I thought, what the fuck is that? Why did I never have that?
I do like the sound of that though. We're gonna have to jump on eBay after this stream.
Well, it's probably expensive because the other day I was looking for the Terminator toy set where it's like plasticine, pink plasticine, and you have it squishes it into human form. But I
heard you guys going on about it with Paul and Luke on
it's extortionate.
Stream. I need man. I don't think I'll ever stop buying the. You know what just came today? A Riddler Polly Pocket that I had from the 90s. That came to me today. It got dropped off at the barbers over the road as well. And my missus had to go over and get it. And she's like, "Yeah, I've got your really important package on the table." I said, "It's a Polly Pocket, man. Leave me alone.
Don't open it."
No shame.
Who are these families? I'm guessing they're probably just friends of the crew, because they've got these people with kids laughing at the mimes, and then they disappear, and then it's the reporters at the front.
This was always a bit of a weird one for me. Like I think the gunshot to Bruce Wayne's arm was always threw me off as a kid. I think it goes through his jacket, doesn't it? It doesn't
it just nicks his jacket, not him. But then you see Alfred fixing it later. So yeah, he's a millionaire. I don't think you need to fix his coats.
Yeah. He's got 10 more of them coats.
Well, yeah, in this one he's only got one bat costume, so maybe he's a bit saving the money because he's got 10 or more in the sequel. So yeah, the Joker kills someone. There's police there that do nothing.
Yeah,
and he gets in the car and drives away. There's police in the background that do nothing and then get shot at. I think they get shot and killed. Yeah, they're falling down, overacting like they are. Ricochet, you see the squib go off.
I'm not going to lie, right? I sort of this film is like the same way I sort of view Blade Runner. And so like, if I watch Blade Runner, I'm the last thing I'm sort of watching it is for like the story aspect. I'm watching it just to, like, if you were going to listen to an album, start to finish, just to get you in that sort of vibe, that mood, that headspace. And like Blade Runner's one of them films. It's a lot like Batman '89 for me. It's like it's not necessarily I'm riveted by the intense action story that's taking place. You've got the Nolan films for that, but I do think a lot of the newer films lack a lot of the magic from these older films.
Like the fact that Joker's got a boxing glove on a extending arm that's on a pole that's a gun.
It's amazing. This town is a love it.
Yeah. Because what does it? He says, "I've a mind makes a mookie." Whatever that means.
He's just made that up. That is
I've not found anyone that knows what he's on about that one. And then, yeah, we're in the library now. That's what my house would be like with VHS tapes, but instead of books.
Yeah, doesn't your attic look a little bit like that?
It's just a mess, but yeah, this is how it wanted. I should do.
This is the goal. The goal.
That's the goal. A mansion with a library. Burn the books. Oh, Forever I still enjoy, but Batman and Robin was bad. There's a few people that have Batman and Robin in their top 5s in this video that I'm supposed to be doing.
You are joking.
I'm not naming names. You'll have to wait and see.
Oh my god! I thought I was gonna have a hot. Wow. I haven't done that video yet, Gareth. I know I was supposed to get it in earlier, but my god,
there's still time.
I thought I was gonna have a hot take on that one.
I haven't finished mine yet, so there's still time.
But I tell you what, I recently just listened to a podcast on Batman Forever. Sorry, Batman and Robin. Big Dumb Movie. It's Corey's great guy from America, but like they've just done a podcast on Batman and Robin. And it's a nearly 4-hour podcast on Batman and Robin. It's pretty amazing if you want some detailed views on that one.
Well, if I get someone to watch it with me, I'll use it as my research. Stupid tablet.
There's things about Batman and Robin that I do appreciate. Surprisingly.
Oh, he's backpedaling, everyone.
No. It's not a top 5. Forever, Batman soundtracks were better than the movie themselves. They were good time. I don't want to say you're right, but you are probably right.
He is mostly right, yes.
Mostly right. Definitely.
I did enjoy that when I saw it in the cinema. I did enjoy it. My girlfriend.
I was definitely left it on forever. Like that ending scene with Kilmer and Nicole Kidman, and it goes straight into U2. Oh my god.
And yeah, here's the Joker. And I love how he's got a children's set. He's got scissors and pots of glue with brushes.
Actual crayons.
Yes. And he's colouring in the black and white photos. That's true. The Joker helicopter would have been cool.
Has the helicopter got the logo on at the end?
Yeah, it does, yes.
My god.
That's what Joker would do.
It is. It's what a lot of these Batman villains would do.
Oh, yes. Oh, no one's even bettered Danny Elfman's score to this film. Not even German imposter Hans Zimmer. Shirley Walker conduct. Oh, Shirley Walker. London Orchestra. But yeah, he came up with the Batman theme in an airplane toilet when he was flying somewhere.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, just amazing. That bit, I think. And then, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the Zimmer tracks, although they are good, I'm not totally shitting on them. Like, they are really good.
I do like them, but
Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, I think, have got the better scores out of the two, but they do not beat Elfman's music. And I'm a massive supporter of the Elliot Goldenthal scores in the Forever. I know we've been going on about the soundtracks, but I think Elliot Goldenthal, it's really weird if you listen to Demolition Man. There's so many similarities between Demolition Man's score and Forever.
Yeah, apparently going back to Danny Elfman, the score, the sound mixers fucked up the score apparently on Batman.
Well, it's a bit.
The sound's not right, he says.
It's like
it's not mixed.
So that vinyl you have, Gareth, is that by Danny Elfman, or is this by
Focus? This is music from the film, composed by Danny Elfman and whatever it is.
And I know this is a bit like, just if we're like on the topic of the score, like, and I feel like I'm in the minority here, but like, I know he ramps it up for Returns.
Yes.
But he misses out a lot of themes from this first one that I do really like, especially the ending shot of this film where he finally gets a bat signal and it changes a key. It goes into a happier key, not like a minor key. But I love it, man, just for like that ending shot.
Yeah, that's a lovely sound.
I just think Returns is now such like that, especially his score, Elfman's score, so inherently Christmas vibes. It's like
here we go. I always got Christmas presents with the Joker label on now.
Yeah, he's all about his merchandising, off screen and on screen.
Well, because who's he talking to? Now, like they talk to someone and says, "What do you want?" And he says, "My face on the $1 bill." And I forgot. I only remembered later. I could have printed off some for this, but never mind. Next time. But in the comic book adaptation, the money he gives out at the end in the parade is fake money with his face on.
Oh my! Why wasn't there a shot of that?
I don't know. That would have made perfect sense.
Wow! Just like a quick shot of like a dollar bill on the floor. It just would have.
That's exactly what it is in the comic book. It's just a show that it's not going. This isn't real money. All the people, but then it's too late because they shoot gassing them by then.
I love this advert. This is like one of the posters. Like, yeah, great.
Love that Joker.
Yeah, he's been using brand X. I love how long he stays on the X.
I get a smile again and again. Why is everything neon colors in Forever and Part 4? Yeah, I guess people said these films were too dark and it was scaring the kids. So they thought, let's go the polar opposite, bright colors and bright lights.
I do prefer the Burton look, but I won't bash the neon. I think it adds a whole different perspective on it.
I do enjoy a bit of neon. The movie is over when Batman saves the day in Gotham City. Yes. He's still working it out. He's detecting at the moment, stealing police files.
At least I do like that aspect. There is a bit of, they do hold some of the characters' integrity when it comes to like detective work and stuff.
Yes. Now, apparently, where is it? One of the papers has information about President Truman, who was in the 40s in America. So people have none of that. And now, because how long is this going on? Because he's only tainted new products. Surely everyone's got stuff they haven't used. There's old stock in all the shops.
Are you talking about these? Because the two reporters look like they've been on it for like a year.
Yeah, but Billy D. Williams and Kim Basinger still look gorgeous.
Yeah, they don't use beauty products. They don't brush their teeth in the morning. They're just like, nah, man, look at me.
Billy D.
I'm just going to go take a quick toilet break. I'll be 2 seconds.
No toilet breaks.
I'll be 2 seconds, guys. Sorry.
Get a jar.
I'll be 1 second.
All right, go on then. Maybe they were inspired by the colorful Dick Tracy style art. Yeah, I guess Dick Tracy was just bright colors. They went for fluorescent bright colors. Oh, you're going to miss Batman. Oh, no, it should be back in time. I've got a few songs. Hey, Ben, how are you? Nice to see you. Michael Keaton is back in The Flash. Yes, it does look good. Hopefully, he has more than just a hello to say in it. 101 I'll take forever any day, but over Batman and Robin. But you could tell it was the beginning of the end in 1995 with a drastic change in tone. Yes, it was definitely going for the kiddies film. It seemed all the British orchestras were used in the 80s on American films. The London Symphony was Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Goldsmith used the National Philharmonic on numerous scores. And I bet you have them, don't you, Dr. Impossible? I need to pick them up. I wouldn't mind a nice Indiana Jones CD set. Or Star Wars. Where is the VHS movie? Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's back. And we're coming up to the Batman. Continue. There you go. Yeah, I left it go for a bit too long. Returns was a bit over the top, but it works. And it's a lovely Christmas film. Love that joke. There it is. Bring on the Batman. That is true. Danny Elfman is married to Bridget Fonda, who I think is she living in the UK? I think.
Is she? I don't think they're still together now.
No, maybe not. But yeah, he was married to her in the late 90s. And she doesn't look the same, apparently, and the papers are upset about it.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, she doesn't.
So let's leave it as that. Some people don't age as gracefully as me. There's a Batman. Yes, there is the Batman sequel comic. I got it in digital form. I won it in a competition, but unfortunately the postman's fucking stole it. So
I think they try and go with is it the Marlon Wayne's Robin as well? Like,
yes,
they give that character justice.
So apparently the gas mask she uses doesn't have the filters on it, so she'd still be dead. Well, does he kill them or does he just knock them out, you reckon?
He's definitely killing them, I think.
Yes. Oh. Gentlemen, let's broaden our mind. Lawrence?
I'll just say, I fucking love Lawrence, man.
Yes.
I love Lawrence.
Are they wearing Vickers tunics? Or is it just a badge or something on their necks?
Aren't they wearing like full on like priest, like sort of vicar? It's great. I love it. Aesthetic.
That's about you. You're saying I got done for Guns N' Roses the other day when I did Terminator 2.
Oh no!
We're known about 12 seconds. Now apparently, where's the guy that puts his handprints on a picture? There's continuity errors. No, the fucking tablet's gone. I'll do it back. So yeah, some of the pictures they're painting when they first come in are fine later on. But who can blame it?
That's just part of the charm of these films from back in the day.
Yeah, there isn't any film that doesn't have continuity errors in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Billy D does come back as Two-Face in Batman 89. There you go. Joker was here. Returns is probably my favorite Batman movie. It's great that Keaton is back as Batman. I want to see, but I want to see. Oh yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer back as Catwoman.
So do I. I think it's a perfect opportunity to do that as well.
Yeah,
like a little end scene at this new Flash movie, because I don't think they're going to bring Keaton back for any more films after this. But like a little scene just to show that they actually like got together. And well, obviously Michelle Pfeiffer's like out and about at the moment.
She's obviously done wasting her time in Ant-Man, but.
And she was great in that, to be honest. She was probably the best part of that film.
She still looks great for her age, yes. She hasn't. She's in and out of stuff. Where does Halle Berry Catwoman rank? She is ranking that.
Well, no, she's not actually. She's unreal.
The suit is rank.
The movie's rank.
I remember that being in the papers, and like people couldn't the photo of her in her costume with her whip, and it's all shredded, and the people thought it's just a joke.
It's a terrible movie. Sharon Stone's in that as well, isn't she? She plays a villain in it.
Yeah,
you remember that the basketball scene in that movie?
I think I've only seen it once, twice, maybe.
I wake up in the middle of the night.
What have they done? They just jumped on straight after Returns with a Catwoman spin-off.
Yeah, they really should have.
Oh, Danny DeVito's Penguin.
Didn't he turn up in that Space Jam movie a couple of years ago? I'm sure he's in there in the background. They brought back like Warner Brothers.
They did. They had all the Warner's back catalogue.
I think the Doogies were in there from Clockwork.
They got Clockwork Orange. They got all sorts of villains from not kids' films.
Yeah.
There you go. She does. Yeah, she still looks good. I guess. Halle Berry's hot as Catwoman, though she's featured in the film she's featured in is less said the better. Yeah.
What film?
Catwoman. Yeah, what's Jeff on about? There is no Catwoman film. There's only, was it 5 Catwomen? The 3 from the 66 TV show.
Michelle Pfeiffer still owns that role as well, I think.
Well, yeah. The makeup always looks weird around his lips when he's in there.
I think the makeup just looks weird in general. Like that.
Yes, I know it's because
the smile choice is just like wild. That always like
can see the joins.
Like, I know we were taking the piss out of the doctor that he had earlier on, but I think he's done an amazing job, to be honest.
Here we go, getting technical now. Roger Pratt cinematography on this. He also did photography on the Munchberland Avengers. Oh, the Avengers film, yes.
Is that with Ralph? Was it? Oh no! What the Avengers? The 90s Avengers.
Yeah, Uma Thurman, Sean Connery. Yeah, people said it's not cinema widescreen enough. The film, cinema scoped. She could pull it off. Hey, I could say something about pulling off there, but I won't.
Whoa!
You got it. Who was the villain in that? Yeah, Sharon Stone was the villain, but what was her? She was making makeup that if you stopped using it,
she turned into a reptile. Yeah. She literally turned to stone.
I like this, Bob. Leave it. Yeah. Bob's ultra loyal, and he gets shot for no reason.
He's that loyal. He gives him his own murder weapon. Bob Gunn.
Here comes the.
I love it, man. It's so good.
Drops in. Boom. Now, what does Jack Nicholson's face when it extends? And
I love it. Yeah, it's so subtle but great.
And then look, so Batman obviously knows how much she weighs because he can carry her on that. What does he do?
Yeah.
He smashes through the doors, jumps out, then he throws something in. It's like there's a scene cut, like he throws a smoke bomb in or something.
It's one of them shit smoke bombs that he's got from the first act of the film.
You never see it. Just cuts to where did you get those wonderful toys?
I have to admit, this car chase, not amazing. Not amazing.
But it is around the set.
Better in returns.
Now, I found out something today. The front headlamps are Honda Civic ones, upside down. But they're white, but then Tim Burton wanted it yellow, so they just painted them yellow.
Only thing a Honda Civic's ever been good for.
Yeah. And then the rear lights, they wanted round ones, and the only ones they could get were Ferrari ones.
So, was that the most expensive thing on the car, the back headlight?
So. Wow. And then they got the jet engine. People complain that it's making petrol car noises, but it's supposed to be turbine run. But I forgive it. It can do a 90-degree turn.
I honestly think this is still my favorite Batmobile.
Cutting people in half with that cable.
I think it goes this way. It alternates. I do like the animated series Batman Mobile, like the big long Bentley sort of thing. I love it.
And then here comes the Batmobile, and I love his pedals. They're like ultra weighted.
They look spongy. Yeah,
they're weighted somehow that it pulls something up when he presses them, rather than, and it's just like massive.
I love the shields, man.
Yeah, has Batman run down the street in any other films?
No.
I can't remember another film where he does run down the street as Batman.
No.
So here come the bad guys shooting and missing, and then they go past, and then all they have to do is stop, reverse, but for some reason they seem to disappear while he talks to her about how much she weighs. Yeah, then it shows them miles down the street. They have to do a handbrake turn. Yeah,
they turn around. They're getting the streets backed off. They need to get the production crew in, get the cameras rolling. Is this a dead end? Yes, we made it a dead end.
Yeah.
I think one of these goons is actually the Predator, if I'm not mistaken. So the guy who plays the Predator in first Predator
this
film.
one, or is it the one in the cathedral?
Oh yes, I think
the very tall one. Is it him?
Yes. Is it? I'm not sure. I know he definitely plays one of the goons in this film.
And I'm not Philip Tan, who's one of the goons. He's a martial artist. He's the one that. And then you got this guy that says.
I love that he says check your wallet. Yeah, man.
So they got the guy before that, who's an American living in Britain because he was in Red Dwarf and everything.
All right.
He's the captain of the Red Dwarf before it blew up. Well, let's have a look. Wine steward. Of course. Now that's what I was looking at because the VHS says, where is it? Batman created by Bob Kane. But
They missed out Bill Finger, don't they?
Yeah, they sorted that out like years later, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because it's the same with Superman. Who is it? They say created it now. They have to change that as well.
I know for this one, like it was Bill Finger that came up with like most of the Batman, like the cape and the cowl and stuff like that. I think the version that preceded that one didn't look anything like him.
So apparently, there's a cut scene where Bob doesn't run away, or an alternate scene where he does have a fight with the knife.
I prefer it that he runs away, man.
Yeah, that's definitely better. Right, there we go. Who's the stunt people on this? There's too many. Can't see it. Don't recognize any of the names, so there's hundreds. But so I'm guessing, this was filmed at Pinewood, so I think the streets are outside. That's why he's got one long run of the Batmobile. Because I seem to remember saying it wasn't the most reliable car, even though it's based on a dragster.
One of my favorite Batman scenes of all time, by the way. This
one.
This whole sequence, yeah.
Yeah, this is mine too. The Batmobile going through the woods and the music and
very simple, but it's so good.
Bit of a choir going.
The score's amazing, like especially in this scene, and the way the Batmobile looks going through them.
Showing off the Batmobile.
So good. Even the bit where it's in the obviously in the cockpit of the car, and she's looking at him, sort of like, "Do I sort of recognize you?"
Yeah.
The way the lighting is on the cowl's great.
I love how he's got a little light on the side. Well, there's a bit where they go into the because what is it, like a tarp or something over the door, drops down. She's looking around, but because there's no way she can see behind her through that fucking window.
Yeah, it's so good.
The car coming over the hill and everything. That's not awesome. Oh shit.
See, there's bits like that that don't come through in the Returns score. Like it's a total different vibe.
Yeah, the bit I like is when he's in town at night, slowly creeping around on the snow up to the.
Oh yes,
checks
out Penguin when he's doing his records. Yeah, it's great.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah.
Ding. Just a slight bit because I read that Keaton was supposed to be back in Aquaman 2, but test audience didn't know who he was because the Flash hasn't come out, and they reshot the scene with Batfleck. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think Batfleck's going to be in it either.
I think they're abandoning ship with that one. It's been left to float in the ocean.
But I'd love it if this is just a one and done, just to get like a little bit more of Keaton in it, not be overkill or anything.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be the mentor in Batgirl for 2 minutes or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think that was just a glorified cameo that he had.
Yeah, I think if he was in it more, they would have released it.
Yeah,
straight to streaming at least because everyone's loving the Flash. Still love the fact this was done at Pinewood. Ooh, yes, you have to mention that every bloody time. It's only 20 minutes from fucking Pinewood Studios, the git.
Awesome.
I hope to sneak in one day. I hear security very tight. I'm Batman. Yes. Oh, so Jay's also 20 minutes. Let's go, guys. Do they do tours? I don't think they do studio tours like they do in America, do they? Because Hammer Studios at Bray Studios, where they did all the Hammer films, that's near, was it Hounslow and Windsor? But they don't let anyone in. How the hell could you not know who he was? Was the test audience 13-year-olds? Yeah, it's Batman. Does it matter? Sure, they don't know who that is. It's been 30 years. Yeah. How many physical releases of this film have there been since the VHS, though? there's at least 2 VHS releases, and I had the first DVD I ever bought was this film, second-hand one though.
I've got a DVD copy of it somewhere. I know they've just released this like 4K version.
Yeah, 4K. How posh.
Yeah, I know that's not your feeling, but I'm just gonna hate on it a little bit. Why not just use the proper logo?
I did see that when they released it. You can't. It's embossed, isn't it? It's not even visible. I can see it on that angle.
Have the proper logo and the color, like the proper coloring of the font, but
because is that the Blu-ray or the DVD? Is the Blu-ray there next to you?
It's next to the Blu-ray Steelbook.
Ah, yeah. So that's got the updated. Logo, isn't it?
It's like an updated sheen on it, but it's still like that logo.
Goddamn tablet. Do you mind that? Do I press it? Yep. Right, where am I? So yeah, he drugs Vicky Vale and goes into her bra. Cancel Batman.
Cancel Batman,
man. Jack Nicholson was also in The Shining. Yes, that's one of the reasons they wanted him for the Joker in the early 80s, because he's manic. Right, stay on it. I know it's a long film, but back in the room. So here we go. Why didn't Batman just post it to the police? Because how many people have died because he kept holding on to the evidence?
Yeah. What of the drugs and stuff that Joker's yeah.
Well, everyone's not using them, so right. Yeah, so the entire film was shot at Pinewood. Yes, Batman Returns was filmed in LA though.
And that film does have a different vibe, like especially with that opening scene with the red triangle. So
it's like the red triangle gang are back.
I love that opening in Returns.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, see, so good you look at that age. Everyone's in the Adam West one. He runs down the docks looking for a place to throw a bomb, and it's like nuns one way, ducks on the other way.
See, I never watched a lot of the 66 series, but I watched the movie a lot back in the day. Like, so obviously loved
Batman. I watched the series when it was on, because it was only on once in a blue moon, if you remember what channel it was on. But yeah, this film I always got, because I always remember the dehydrating ray, and then the Penguin rehydrates them, but they're all rubbish, so they just disappear when they get punched. There you go, that's it. But Keaton runs down the street as Birdman in the Birdman film he did.
True.
So here we go. Tells Vicky Vale to shut up.
Yeah, it was always a little bit direct for me, that one. A little bit too direct.
Batman, and Vulture. Of course, he was Vulture. Thanks, Bren. Yeah, I forgot about that. He was in the MCU. That was a good turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good. Really good. That whole scene with him and Peter in the car in that film, in the Homecoming, first one, is great, man.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? They work each out.
Yeah.
I think, when he opens the door and then he's at the house and you think, that's his door.
Yeah.
Superman movie came out 78. Yeah, it was 78. The shot of the Batman speeding through the woods is just epic. Yeah,
man.
And this whole story he's telling her about someone gets up and they can get up. And
I know, I love it. It's such bullshit. Like, it's going nowhere, but I have so much time for it.
Yes.
It's whole scene, man.
Yeah, I love that epic shot. The location welcome Batman 89, the disused gasworks explosion at the cinema looked incredible. Even the sound of the explosion made you jump. Yeah,
that is it. I think that's an unbelievable explosion, movie explosion, the Access chemicals at the end.
Why does he blow it up, though? Surely it just spills all the chemicals into the air and into the water supply.
Very good point, Gareth. Very good
You could have
point.
just
I didn't
cut the
think about
power
that.
or something to stop the spread of the chemicals.
But he's like, it's a movie. So
Oh.
blowing. Oh.
He taints the whole.
It's
He's
really
tainted the supply. They could be.
on Etsy. I don't know if you can get it anymore, right? But there's a brilliant model of Access Chemicals from this film that you can get. I think it was about £1,000 when I last looked. But it's like a miniature. Looks awesome though. I think the same guy did the opening temple in Blade Runner, so like the opening shot of that temple, and he placed all like the LED lights in it as well. So it looks amazing.
Yeah, that's. Oh, here we go. Here's Lawrence.
He's always got that boombox, man, and even when it's playing like the romantic, quiet music, I love it.
Right. So when he grabs the tin plate or steel, was it silver platter?
Yeah.
It's supposed to have the bullet hole already. Oh, the bullet.
Oh, is it
indent in it already?
Under? Or maybe there's a little mark there.
There's a mark, isn't there? In fact, it's just a coincidence, maybe, or just they fixed it later because they had to reshoot it. I think. Yes, this movie came out in '89. Bloody hell! So it's going to have its 35th anniversary next year. Poor Alicia. Yeah, it was a big thing about what's her name? That was Alicia. She was married to the fucking hell, can't I go? Rolling Stones guy.
Ronnie Wood?
No, the other one. Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
I don't know. Oh, she'd left him at this time, but yeah, it was a big thing in the news that a British woman is going to be in the new Batman film. She's not in there much.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember when The Dark Knight was coming out, and there was a actress from Hollyoaks that was in it for 5 minutes.
If that, isn't it?
Yeah, they made like a news report on it and stuff. It's like easy. I think she had like two words in it.
Yeah, is that the nightclub scene?
Yeah.
If I and then
we go somewhere else. I can't hear myself speak.
There. 95 acres of land at Pinewood was used to construct a Gotham set, the second largest set constructed in Britain for a film was Hope and Glory. Bloody hell. An entire 1940 street. I remember Hope and Glory. I've got it upstairs. I haven't seen it for a very long time, but yeah, it was a massive set. Hey, Echo's here. Echo, how are you? Oh, here we go. So he started to lose it. Had a head full of bad wiring. Couldn't keep it straight up here. What if Joker had shot him in the face? Oh yeah, what other Batman villains would you have wanted Burton to tackle? Done a great Clayface. Yeah, Clayface would have been a good one if it's like he's a master of disguise sort of thing. Rather than...
Well, Clayface, that like reminds me of like something that he would have like made in Beetlejuice. So like he would have made like that animation, the stop animation. Yeah, Clayface would be brilliant. Come on, let's get nuts.
But yeah, Clayface would have been a good one. Or Burton's Scarecrow, yeah. Because the Scarecrow in the game, the Arkham Asylum games, he's a scary
Awesome. I like Nolan's take on the Scarecrow. I like the fact that he comes in like all 3 films. He's like that thing that carries over.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't have a big part, I do like that. I always like these intro to the Batman films where it's like taking out a villain first, then goes on to like generally like that's how I think a lot of the animated series goes and stuff. Like
yeah, you need a moment alone, boys. So I guess there's a back door to the flat. Let's Get Nuts. Yeah, so that was the Let's Get Nuts mix on the Lego Batman.
Yeah.
Sean Young was supposed to be in Batman '89. Yeah, she was all ready to be Vicky Vale and then hurt herself, falling off a horse, I believe. So they had to get a replacement quick. Oh, there's boobs. Outside her apartment, there's a painting with.
I was going to say, I was like, what? I've seen this film loads of times.
So she should know, yeah, because a big dent there. So maybe they knocked it out for that other scene. Oh, there you go.
I always hated that when I was younger. Got me. I knew it was coming. I always used to hate it.
So yeah, we missed it because the Bob Kane character is in this as the police artist, isn't he, or the drawer for the cartoons or something.
Yeah.
And he signs it with the big O-B. He's been to Shepperton Studios back in the 80s. Went with secondary school. They were filming Legend. Bloody hell. That's awesome. Thomas Wayne murdered. His parents were murdered. So this is the first film to show what happened. I'm trying to think. Is there one that hasn't now yet?
What is the parents' death?
The parents' death, yeah. Every time there's a new Batman, that's
Patterson's movie didn't go there. It didn't touch on it.
Because who doesn't know by now?
Well, I will say, like, even though we saw so many of them, I thought the Zack Snyder BVS one was awesome. Like right at the beginning of the film.
I do like BVS. Today I just got some discs in. I got Zack Snyder's Justice League and the other Justice League and Batman versus Superman. I just waiting for the Batman to be delivered, and then for my video I'm doing. So,
Joss Whedon's Justice League is a crime against humanity in every way, shape, and form.
It was nice to have Batman, but now I have the proper one. I'm all right.
That opening shot with a lip man in Superman, like with Henry Cavill, like where it's just his whole mouth is just a CGI like mess ball. I love the fact it's just because he's got a tash, and like Tom Cruise was like, "Yeah, mate, you're not shaving your tash off."
We're not delaying you a day. You can just will it back to that size. So he's only got one bat suit in this because it gets damaged at the end, doesn't it? In the crash,
it does.
And then it appears in the Flash in the Batcave in the Flash trailer, doesn't it? With its all damaged logo, allegedly. Oh, fine. Who else was considered for the Joker? There's so many.
I don't know. I don't think there was many people considered for it though, because I think of how long they were trying. It was like you were saying earlier on. It was always like a bargaining chip to like, oh well, we could get this person, Jack, if you don't want it. Well, let me take another couple of years to think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
It's that sort of situation. They were after Jack. But yeah, so what this thing with the Joker does this like with his hand, like, and it affects their screen somehow, or someone's ready to do it.
Yeah, it was always a bit of a weird one.
So he says no one's paying any attention until he says, "I'm going to dump 20 million or something on the festival."
He just wants to be in the papers more. I think that's just his like sort of whole goal in this film. He just wants to be more of a thing than what Batman is.
20 million in cash, but you won't be able to spend it if you watch. And Legend was also filmed until that was it. That was the first time the Bond stage went up, wasn't it? I think, and then it went up again in the 90s or later. It's definitely gone up twice, I believe. And they keep building it back. It must be massive. I'd love to see it. The 007 style stage.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, why he pauses him with his eyes closed, but then apparently later on it's still paused, but his eyes are open.
It's like this film will be filled to the brim of continuity errors. Like Tim Curry's
going to voice the Joker. Oh, they went for Hamill instead.
Better choice. Hamill's legendary as a Joker.
He wasn't back then though. He was.
No. Did you see him as the trickster in The Flash? By the way,
I love the trickster.
Yeah, man.
That was before. Yeah, that was 1990 or so, wasn't it?
I wasn't a bad Flash, that man. Like I remember, I didn't catch that a lot when I was younger. I think that was a weird, like it was a video rental that I got from Blockbuster.
That's the only time I saw it.
It just had Flash and it had Mark Hamill on the
Flash movie with 2 episodes set together.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
He had Return of the Trickster and stuff like that.
It's weird because it's like I know I've seen that series, but it obviously wasn't the series. It was like merged into like a TV movie thing.
But yeah, apparently, for freaks like you got upset that Joker kills his parents because that's not canon.
I didn't get upset over that when I was younger, and I still don't get upset about it now. It sort of makes sense for this film. I know it's like, it's a bit of a vague, emotional, like, yeah, we need him to connect. I don't think they were really confident enough with him. No, Batman's a good superhero guy who's going to go out and like protect people, sort of no matter what. Yeah. No, we've got to have a connection between his parents in this film. Like, yeah, I get it. But the guy that they get, this guy, looks great as like a younger Jack Nicholson.
No. He's got blue eyes, and then Jack Nicholson's got brown eyes. That's what I found out, apparently, but I haven't checked because he stays in the shadows. I guess there's one close up. But yeah, he's got the long face, the thinning chin, and the hair. I guess that's supposed to be Bob with him, but yeah, always the pearls and popcorn. Then the line. Hey, nice. Plenty to like about Justice League. Screwed up everything. Joss wanted a longer film and more, but yeah, everyone was fisted by that one. They just wanted to get it out so the executives got their bonuses if they got the film out in time, even if it made no money.
Yeah. I think that both Justice League films aren't amazing in my opinion. I think Zack Snyder's just a bit of a tighter mess than what the overall mess is with the Joss Whedon's. Not for me.
Yeah. Hamill's, I don't follow many celebrities because they're always on about something. Yeah, Mateo agrees.
I'll be back in 1 second, Gareth. 2 seconds.
Yeah. You're going to miss the best bit. It's a strange twist that Burton chose the Joker to be the one that murders. Yeah, that is, because it was just supposed to be a nobody in the comics, wasn't it? Joe Chill. There we go. The guy playing a younger Jack Napier. I was hoping someone would pick up on something else he was in. The German prison guard. I've never picked that up. Thank you, Ben. They should have put Jim Carrey in the flashback as the young Jack. He could do the great facial impression of Jack Nicholson. Oh, plus I think he can mimic the voice as well. Yeah, his Jack is pretty good. Although you could have Christian Slater back in them days, but I guess he'd be too young. Greetings and salutations. Just gonna bash your head in. Right, where am I? In the comics and other films, it was just there you go, a random thug kills him. That makes no sense. Oh, hang on. I don't want to miss this bit. Oh, stupid freeze frame. Can't see what's going on. He wasn't famous yet since he was only 30 seconds seen a pink Cadillac. Yeah, there you go. Jim Carrey could have been in there. Young Joker. I'd like to, but he's out there right now.
I love it.
That's one of my favorite lines.
I love it. It's so simple and he's so serious. Yeah. But
and then the door opens.
Yeah, only
rank the symbol because it's curly and it's got a bit more extended on it.
I like the returns symbol better than the 89 one. I think it's just a perfected version of that symbol. But I will admit, the yellow symbol, just in general, I absolutely adore, and I wish they'd bring it back in some sort of. I know it's not going to happen,
but here we go.
We're very serious with today's film.
And then the soundtrack. Great, that's enough. Yeah, these. Great explosion. Yeah, he nearly was. Yeah, he was a great Riddler. I was going to say he nearly was a great Riddler. He was the Riddler. Great shots of cars. Yep, yeah. Explosions. Yeah, I know it's only a model, but it explodes properly.
I'd take a model, like a miniature model, any day of the week over any sort of CGI nonsense.
Well, yeah, this model is showing more than the whole city exploding in another superhero film, isn't it? When they just blow up a whole city.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing all the Batman is killing quite a few henchmen.
Oh, yeah. Smithereens. They're crispy in the morning.
So yeah, he's polluted the water and the air, but people can now use their product safely once they get a new supply.
Oh yeah, the Joker helicopter does have that. Yeah, it does.
I don't know if it was on purpose when Batman turns and his cape is just half on him and half flying, and it looks awesome.
Great shot though.
Yeah, I guess
looks very Batman.
Well, that tablet's frozen on an explosion. Pain in the ass tonight. Have to reboot it. But oh yeah, Prince is here.
Here
Prince
we go.
is back.
Love it. Very sad for Bob though. His ultimate.
Yeah, leave Bob be. There you go. I need to subscribe to 70s TV, 80s TV, 90s TV YouTube. All right. Oh, you're sending me the link. Thank you. I'll check that out. Sounds right up my alley. There you go. How does the 4K version of this movie look?
I will say the 4K version looks amazing if you're a normie who've never seen this film before. But if you've seen this film hundreds of times, I think you'd be like, why does this have so much teal and blue color tones?
I have heard that. But yeah, I should be having a video out this month about the different formats and how they look.
I think the older Blu-ray version is the best, probably is looking, most authentic looking version of the film.
Before I've seen it is. Because people complain if it's too dark.
Yeah, it is one thing. Like, I haven't watched this Blu-ray remaster, actually. I've only watched the 4K remaster. This Blu-ray is extremely light.
Yes, that's what I noticed. And I think, I can't remember which one I watched last night, but I noticed it was very light. So you could see stuff I remember being in the shadows. I could see everything. Are you looking forward to, what about me, Nos? Are you looking forward to The Flash and Aquaman 2? Both hilarious publicity messes. I will be getting them from CX. Ooh, not paying for more. But what about
publicity messes? Aquaman 2 is going to struggle, but like The Flash is like riding off its nostalgia factor, 100%.
Yeah.
Like that Flash film is now my like number one like anticipated film of the year, but it's simply just because I'm a total fanboy of this film that we're watching now.
Indeed, yes.
It's not because I'm in love with Ezra Miller and their acting. Don't get me wrong, Ezra Miller, right? He's really good. They're really good in. We need to talk about Kevin, but apart from that, I haven't really seen much from Ezra Miller, and I don't think he was amazing as Barry Allen. To be fair, in the Justice League movie. I don't think he got much to do, but he didn't really blow my socks off. I couldn't imagine him working for the police as like a forensics cop as well as
was he in Fantastic Beasts?
He was, but I haven't seen them.
I've only seen the first one I didn't even see it in the cinema, but that's the only one I saw. Yeah. Oh, here we go, winged bat that flies through the night.
This Batmobile, Batwing's unreal as well.
I know. You see it hanging in, don't you, in the
awesome
Flash trailer. Thank you. The 4K is very nice. Did they change the sound? There you go. For the Blu-ray and 4K releases later on. I keep hearing something like that.
It's like sound design stuff. Like a lot of the gunshots that are happening near the film and near the start of the film at Access Chemicals, like they're the most egregious ones, but it's not enough to put you off the film. It's just like I said earlier on, like if you've watched this film a number of times, there's stuff like the color and timing and certain sound design things that might put you off, but my mum's not going to notice when she watches it.
No. My missus doesn't know the difference between DVD and 4K. She couldn't see anything if I showed her. I say, this porn is 4K and this porn is DVD. Look at the difference. Right. I'm trying to think, what am I doing? I love how he opens up his car.
Yeah, yes, karate
chop.
Yeah.
And then he gets a dust filter mask, not a gas filter mask.
Yeah, all these people are dead. I don't know how they're running about, but
yeah, it was a lot quicker at killing people earlier. Oh yeah, they've got gas masks on. Actually, yeah. So the Batwing, when he turns his head, that's a model, but it looks so cool.
Yeah, it does.
I think it was about this big, wasn't it? It was like
that
model, and they've.
It's great. I don't know if you've seen them, Gareth, but like, is it Adam Savage? He goes.
I was trying to think of it when I saw that video. I saw the short version.
Yeah, amazing. Like, he goes around collecting all these prop. Well, he doesn't collect them, but he goes and views them at these different dealerships. But there's a lot of '89 stuff that gets floated about the auctions and whatnot.
Yep, just scrambling.
The best thing about this whole scene, though, is the fact that this awesome, unreal, military-equipped Batwing gets tucked down with a big, long pistol.
No, sir. One of the differences. Focus.
What does he shoot it down with? What
explosive shell? I'm hit. I'm going down.
Oh my god. Movie does it better.
Oh, count the balloons. Oh, one of the buttons he presses says volume as well. When he presses one of the buttons, it just says volume.
What's that to turn his Batman scar up? Turn him trust up in the background by Prince.
Yeah, I want to listen to that now. But yeah, he's got 5 balloons when he takes off past the church. But I think it's 4 balloons. 4 balloons that get let off into the air. Yeah, and then 4 balloons floating away. Then the balloons are not consistent.
I'm not surprised in any way. It's not something I've noticed either. No, here we go. He's Bob. He's gone.
I can watch. Oh, Bob. No, Bob. Why didn't someone tell me he had one of those things? Never understood when Bats had a clear bullseye shot the Joker. He still missed him. But yeah, because somehow his guns aren't aimed for the center. They're calibrated for just in front.
You know what I always like. I know it's not the same, but like later on in life, after like the Dark Knight and stuff, you know what that scene always reminds me of is that scene with the Joker in the Dark Knight where the truck flips and it's Christian Bale on the Batpod thing, and he's like he could hit him, but he won't hit him.
Yeah, he shoots at him too and misses, doesn't he?
It's Batman's moral code: kill everyone else but the Joker.
So yeah, until he can't be bothered.
It's the most important love of his life.
You can see every detail, Jeff. I recommend it. Every detail. Yes, she wouldn't see it. If I put a DVD and it was pixelated as fuck, and then I put the 4K on and it's crystal clear, she wouldn't be able to tell me which is which.
I think there's a sweet spot for the 4K transfers. Like it's not my field of expertise at all. It's obviously something like Andy, Electric Geek and stuff. But
yes, that's his.
That is his domain. Yeah, but for me, like any 4Ks that I've gotten recently, the ones from like the Last Action Hero one, I really like. To be fair, even though it is saturated to high heaven, but I like the look of his extra red and brown jacket and stuff.
Yeah, that stands out cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How can someone not see the difference between DVD, 4K, and no? It's like night and day. Yeah, to me, it is. I can say, oh yeah, that's obviously, and my upcoming video, you'll see. Also, full fame.
Everyone's getting on this now.
Oh yeah, here we go. Ding, ding. But apparently, yeah.
I love this shot of all the miniatures. Yeah, the model work's amazing. The only shot that doesn't look amazing is that end shot where it finally crashes.
Yeah.
And it just shows you them cars and stuff in the
cars.
street.
Yeah, it's like
little bit out of proportion, tiny bit. But
it's like one of those tilt shift pictures.
I appreciate it. That's not me saying I don't like it. I love all that stuff. That's what makes me love this film.
Yeah, some of the 4Ks and Blu-rays, there is minor difference for me. I've not noticed.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Like, I'm 100% like, I'm not like this person. Like, I'm not going to convert all this to 4K. Like, no way. Like, it's not happening.
No.
Especially when you've done the cycle so many times. So, like, we had a big VHS collection. It went to DVD. Then I had a massive DVD collection, and I purged them all when I went to university. It was just, I can't keep moving these around every year. Like,
no, I got rid of mine. I moved out somewhere, so I thought I'm not doing it again now.
No, that's it now.
Don't like 4K porn.
Now, I like the dirty stuff on the Nokia 3210s, man. They were the good stuff where it was pixel. You send it around the whole school. Whole school just has one video. It's like 3 megapixels. It's great.
Yeah, or 3. You lucky sod.
Yeah, no.
Gosh, it. Some good used miniatures and 80s optical effects here with the back.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because it'd just be CGI now. Click, 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 flies through here, done. So I agree. It's a bit more complicated than that. But yeah, it's about 900 steps. Apparently, they won't be able to do it in 10 minutes, even if they ran it. The Godfather in 4K really impressed the hell out. There you go. But overall, it's not a big jump. Not as big. Yeah, DVD to Blu-ray.
That was the best one.
But yeah.
Took me a long time to get onto Blu-ray.
Yeah, I never immediately went to it. I thought because it was expensive at the time, wasn't it? It was like
it was like and I had that many DVDs. It was just like I'm not doing this.
Yeah. They've still got a lot that haven't released on Blu-ray, so
exactly, yeah. And you know what it is? I've found like an appreciation for some of my DVDs, especially when it comes to special features and stuff.
Yes,
like hence why I own multiple. Obviously, some films I'll own multiple copies just because I like the film, but there's a lot of films that I have on Blu-ray that don't have special features on where my DVD does.
Yes.
So I'll keep the DVD.
Yeah, some they just port them over, some they create some new ones, but most of the time they don't bother. 4K porn with the guy's jizz is brighter than the sun. You see every sperm. All right. Good evening, Neil. How are you?
Hello.
Are you back on Sunday or Monday? Okay. With your live stream? You really need 55-inch TV or bigger to see the benefits of 4K. Well, that's why VHS works best on a 12-inch down there.
I think that totally depends, though. Like, I've had a small living room with a big TV in it, and it looks worse than just having a smaller TV in that living room. Big's not always better, man.
I've been told that, yes.
I wasn't meaning for it to go there, Gareth. But it went there.
A nice Batman versus Predator movie. That's
good. It would be awesome. That would have been amazing. The Batman v Predator comics are great, man. They're a great time.
They wouldn't need that much of a budget, really, would they?
No, especially if you did it in this sort of, if it was done in the 90s, I would say.
Yeah,
a little bit after
easily done. I suppose Predator 2 was done in the
Predator 2.
So many DVDs I keep solely because of certain bonus features, see?
Yeah.
And the covers as well, because they change the covers as well on Blu-rays.
Yeah, a lot of shitty colours on Blu-rays. It's like they always seem the need to change it. It's like on this Steelbook, it's like they've changed the logo a little bit and the font as well.
Yes. That's yes. Neil is Sunday this week with the last of the now 20. Oh, the rot is setting in on music then if it's now 20. It's not the size that matters, asshole. It's what you do with it, says Chucky.
Preach it, man.
I thought Chucky didn't have anything. Although, does he grow one when he becomes more human? I don't know. I always thought the bell tower looked too murky on the US VHS, but the UK one looks brighter and easier to see.
That's fair. It is a murky sequence, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
I always love this ending. It was the fight scene. There isn't much fight scenes in this.
No, there isn't. And he never uses this extending palm thing from his hand ever again.
No, he does not.
Take our guys
one and done.
Shall we dance? And then how did the bad guys get up there? The helicopter hasn't turned up yet. Were they waiting? Did they get a head start?
I don't know, but I need that helicopter.
Well, that's Philip Tan, the stuntman. He's in everything. But yeah. Oh, my fucking DVD tablet's paused again. Seemed an inappropriate credit. Yes, very appropriate. Blu-ray of Last Action, no big gun music video. Oh, the DVD's got it. I'm not talking Feng Shui 55-inch. Bigger, you are technically capable of seeing the finer details of the 4K smaller picture. TV's less capable. Oh, this is my TV now, ass. But apparently he's anatomically correct by his own account. There you go. Batman's. How many has he killed now?
He's killed more than Ben Affleck and BVS.
Yeah, take a shot every time Keaton kills. And then people said about Batman, he's playing dead because like the rooftop scene at the beginning, he gets shot and then falls down. They run away and then he gets up, and then the same thing happened after the running away from the museum with Vicky Vale. He gets shot and lays down for a bit, then jumps up.
Yeah, that is true. He does play dead a lot in this film.
I never noticed until someone said.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I think the guy who gets took out with the bell is the actual Predator.
He does look like he's tall.
I could be totally wrong on that, but I think I remember hearing that.
If anyone can take him on, boom.
Yeah, it's going to be Michael Keaton, not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There you go. Playing dead Possum Man more than Batman. There you go. There's an idea. Yeah, I would have liked to see. I've heard a few rumors about Burton's Batman 3, but he hated doing this one.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? Like Burton's Batman 3, like he was hired for forever. Like they were like they brought him in. It was I think Tim Burton actually says it in an interview somewhere that he was like, look, I looked at Warner Brothers executives and like they looked back at me and I said, you don't want me to direct this film.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
That's true.
We made a big weirdo film with Returns and we tried to put it at McDonald's and everyone
Yeah. So they did this one. He hated it because it was a bad experience for him making it because of all the troubles it went through. And then they said, come on, please come back. You can do whatever you want for Returns. So he did. And then they lost their sponsorship.
For the better, though, I think Returns is a bit of like, he did make that film his own to a detriment.
Yeah, it was definitely a Tim Burton. This thing's rebooted now. It's having a bad night. Oh, yeah. So try and pause the bit, or cut the bit with she likes purple and going down on him.
What is all that about? I always used to think that when I was younger.
Yeah,
what is going on?
Her head disappears.
This is why it's a 15. I know, no.
And then he gets out the corner of eye that Batman's there.
Yeah.
I don't like his jokes about glasses and the teeth flying out. Might have missed the ending. The tablet's died. Come on, wake up, bitch. All right. There we go. So, you idiot. You made me remember. Yeah, I
like it where he puts the glasses on. He's like, hey, do you know a guy with glasses? One thing I was always a little bit like dubious of in this film, where I wasn't too sure. Do you think Jack Napier knows who Batman Bruce Wayne is?
I don't think he does, because he's probably killed a lot of people.
Yeah, my when I was younger, I always used to take that. Oh, do you know a guy with glasses? I always used to think that is he like taking the piss out of Batman because he knows it's Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne wears glasses a lot as Bruce Wayne in these films. Could be totally wrong. Could be totally wrong.
I thought it was, but now, yeah.
Oh yeah, he does say, "I killed your parents. You made me." Oh yeah. I'm just reading it now. Yeah, so of course he does know. That's why he does put on the glasses.
Well, he doesn't know he's Bruce Wayne. He just knows maybe he's killed
his
parents.
Yeah. So just whoever Batman's parents.
So just he created Batman because he killed his parents, but not necessarily because it's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I don't know. Returns is a great Christmas music. Yeah, I watch it every year.
Yeah.
Christmas. Why did he hate doing 89? I guess he didn't have the creative freedom. The writer's strike stopped the script being improved or worked on one or the other, and he was in London. And
Tim Burton's somewhat of like an auteur as well. He's more of like it has to be his sort of vision. So the fact that he's done this Batman film, and in fairness, got away with making it like little spices and herbs of Tim Burton in this 89 film is pretty impressive. He still got to put some of his stamp on it, but then obviously Returns, he goes full pelt, for better or worse.
Oh yes. Oh, here you go. She unzipped the Joker's fly and Jack in the Box popped out.
Just popped it
out. Joker Jack's twerking at the moment. And here's that helicopter. Yeah, the effects here don't hold up with.
No, they don't. It reminds me a lot of the same scene, in Returns where he's jumping off to save the princess. Oh, it's just where he's just being framed for killing the princess, and the lights are showing him.
Yeah,
bit dodgy there as well.
So what? So yeah, if he was quick enough, he might have survived because before the gargoyle comes away from the wall, if he just let go of the ladder, he would just swing around, I guess, and hang there. But
I find it interesting that they get rid of him in this film, though, that they kill him off.
Yeah, because Batman knew exactly what he was doing when he did this.
I wonder if it was like a Jack Nicholson, like, look, you're going to give me 80 mil. I'm going to take all the merchandise profits from here on out. This film is the reason you see me at every Lakers game on the sides chilling. I don't think he did much after this, did he? Nicholson?
Yeah.
Not really.
No, he was very picky.
What, as good as it gets is what else came out after
Wolf?
Jack Nicholson?
Few Good Men came out after this, didn't they?
Oh yeah, of course, but not big parts though.
No.
I always thought the of him falling off that effect looks particularly bad where he falls off.
Yeah, that's obviously animated.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll be right back in a second. I gotta go.
Yeah, no worries. When they're just hanging mid-air as well, it doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. Because they didn't want to pay more. Yeah, I would have loved to see him in another Batman film, 100%. It's a thing about, for me, the Joker as a character. I'd love to see that character in multiple Batman films as like not the main villain, but the background villain. A lot like what Cillian Murphy did in the Dark Knight trilogy, where he was a recurring character. But yeah, imagine what his paychecks would have been on for more sequels.
Yes. So yeah, Knox is in the sequel, but the actor isn't.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there's a guy in a raincoat and a hat with a moustache that talking about the First Amendment and supposed to be the same character. It's just a reduced role because they didn't get the original actor back.
Right. I do like Knox. I would have loved him to come back, especially like in the other ones as well. Like I wish there was more elements from these Burton films in the Schumacher films.
Knox is a sex pest. Yeah. He's also always trying to come on to Vicky Vale.
She's amazing.
I always used to think he was a robot because of the laughing bag that they find on him. Yes, it does sound like that, because I used to have one of those laughing bags as a child, but it's a bit pointless. All it does is just make that noise. Oh, he gave us a signal. Hang on, I'll come back to that.
It wraps up very abruptly, this film, but I do love
him. He gave us, he's friends with Gotham. And then she's going home in the rolls.
So what happened to Vicky Vale then after this film?
Wow. Yeah. Well, he says in What's He Say in Returns, he told her everything, and that put her off.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping everything from her.
No, she knew that it was Alfred that told her everything. It wasn't Bruce Wayne. Alfred sat her down one night after one of them like late night meals, and like Bruce has got, I'm just going to the toilet, but he's gone off to like get like 3 burglars that he's just like seen in the news. Right, I've got something to tell you, Vicky. There's a basement. We've got this basement, but it's a bit of a cave.
I guess they just wanted a different female character in it, like other shows.
Thank God, because I don't think we may have never got Michelle Pfeiffer in Returns.
That's gone. Yeah. Oh, it's back again. Bloody thing. Playing it right off my. Here we go.
Yeah, great.
Oh, that's enough before we get taken down. Right. I'm way off again. I love how slow the Joker's death is here. He's so desperate to hold away with the statue and not fall. He knows he's finished. Yeah, it's quite scared. So there's Jerry Hall. There it is. That's the girlfriend.
Is it John Peters that produces as well?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah. So he didn't get his giant spider in this one.
No, he got that in Wild Wild West.
Or special wind effects. Derek Meddings. He's a famous one. So let's catch up. Did much anger management? He did. Yes. Sorry, we forgot that. He did at least a few films. And
The Departed. Oh my God! I need to. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, I was trying to think. Did he do any? I'd been thinking. Wolf. So yeah, we had Wolf. And the Joker was supposed to make an appearance in the unmade Batman 5. Ooh.
Come back in the Lazarus pit.
Bob Kane. Yeah, he approved the script. It's gone again. I have to reboot that bastard in a minute. Jack Nicholson is on my Deadpool list. Yeah, he did have a hedonistic 60s, 70s, 80s, I guess. Right. Just can't see any other. Val Falmer? No. Just imagine Nicholas Joker getting a Harley Quinn to feed off in the sequel, preferably directed by Burton. That would have been absolutely amazing.
Who would have been a good Harley Quinn for Jack Nicholson?
I knew you were going to say that.
In the 90s.
I'm trying to think of 90s ladies. I guess, I suppose Cameron Diaz maybe, but maybe.
What was she called in True Romance? Who's like Patricia?
Oh, Patricia. Okay, yeah. Action Vehicles by John Sargent of Motors for Movies. Billy Turner. I thought. Oh yeah, visual effects by the Meddings Magic Camera Company. Yeah, I can't think of anyone. That. You have to be someone you'd not think of straight away.
Ultimate Remastered. Interesting.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen Ultimate Remastered. I thought there was only the.
I saw the theatrical. I saw the Ultimate, but what's the difference? Just a bit of polish.
I think I know what you're talking about. Right. So I don't like the Ultimate Remastered because of the ratio, the format ratio it's in. It's in the same ratio format as what he did the Justice League.
Oh, is it?
Films in, yeah. So he went back and remastered it, brought it out again in where it's got the cut off bars on the sides. Look, right, I don't mind that, but I think I don't love it. It's just I think it works better in a proper IMAX screen than it does at home. But the ultimate version, it's got the longer version of BVS, way better version, not by dramatic levels, but it does flesh out some of the Clark Kent stuff at the start with him going to Gotham.
Okay.
You actually see Clark Kent doing some like Daily Planet stuff, yeah, like
or some reporter stuff.
Yeah, which was really lacking with Cavill. I'll just get this out there. I loved Cavill's Superman. He was just in a load of shit films. And sorry, I'm not saying they were shit films. I love these films. I like the Snyder films like more than most. I prefer watching a lot of them to the newer Marvel stuff anyway. But Ben Affleck is just another guy who I think got totally shafted. I think Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill for that whole series could have really made that series something special. But because of the movies that they were in and the situation, it went to shit. Like Ben Affleck's one of the most like let's be fair. Michael Keaton doesn't look like Bruce Wayne from the comics of today. Like, but Ben Affleck is a doppelganger of Bruce Wayne, in my opinion. I think he played both parts well. It's like Christian Bale for me. I don't like his Batman, but I love his Bruce Wayne. If you make any sense of that.
People have said that a lot. Like Keaton's Batman, not his Bruce Wayne. But they're like,
that's what you hear. Yeah.
The other way around. Where would you guys rate Michael Gough as Alfred? Pretty useless by this.
Pretty useless, but I will say Michael Gough's best arc in all four of these films was in Batman and Robin.
He bought him Batgirl.
And he was dying through that. There was like that whole subplot line that
McGregor's disease,
McGregor's syndrome, or whatever it is. Fucking Arnie saved the day at the end.
Good morning, DMC. All the way there on Saturday morning. How are you?
Hello.
This is a pretty epic cue of music here. The trailers for the later Batman films used it a lot for advertising. Yes, that last bit where it goes up the buildings to show him. That was it. Oh, there you go. Vicky Vale dumped him for Spider-Man. I don't know if because she was some sort of random comic book character they found to put
Vicky
in.
Vale.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sort of like made her a bigger thing for this film than what she actually was. I don't even know if she was a character before this film, but I know she's been implemented into like the games and stuff. Therefore, after. So in one of the Arkham games, there's a reporter and it's Vicky Vale. It comes up with Vicky Vale at the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's just like one of his dates in one of the older comics or something like that.
Yeah.
So they thought, let's have that character. See, that's the script.
I need to read this script.
I'll send it to you later.
Yeah, 100%. I need to read it.
It's the one I'll be combing through eventually.
I can't do any voices for it though. I can hardly speak in my normal voice, let alone someone else.
I don't know. I was in cop number 2.
Hey, I'll be cop number 3. I'll be Bob the Goon number 5. I don't care. I tell you what, Garrett, I'll be Lawrence number 3, and I'll just have a tiny little boombox. I'll have a little Walkman.
Done. All right. When you get beaten up, let's hear your sounds.
Yeah. What?
Boom. Thunk.
Boom. Pow.
He used to be my favorite Alfred. Yeah. Then Michael Caine took a crack at it. Yes. Here's Michael Caine. For goodness sake, love that guy. Yeah. My favorite Alfred. Yeah. Michael Caine.
He does smash it as Alfred. I'll give him in that end sort of like monologue he has at the end of Rises does make me cry every time.
It does. I will get tears.
Yeah, it definitely does. But I tell you who
big strong man.
Yeah, 100%. Who's underrated Alfred, in my opinion, is definitely Jeffrey Irons, who yet again Jeremy Irons. Sorry, it's the same principle that I have with Cavill and Ben Affleck.
Yes,
just didn't get much to do, but the way he used to give Batman a bit of shit and stuff. Like, I loved it, man.
And teaching Wonder Woman how to make a proper cup of tea.
Yes. And I love it when he calls Bruce Wayne out for having like the bottle of wine and stuff like that, and he's just like, he basically called him a fucking alcoholic. I love it. Brilliant.
Brittany Murphy. Oh, yes,
brilliant! What a shout! That is a great.
There we go. Well done, Danny. That's why I got you here.
Man. Brittany Murphy. Wow, that would have been a.
But that's who it would have been.
yeah. I don't know why we didn't say that. Yeah,
obvious.
She'd have been perfect as well. It's like, especially when you think about Helen Bonham Carter in Fight Club as Melina, like that whole sort of. She's psychotic in that one. But wait, she isn't psychotic, is she? Or is she not?
She's a bit mad, but
it's definitely Edward Norton who's psychotic.
What's the other woman that Tim Burton always had? The blonde girl. She was in there. Was it Edward and Mars Attack? She's the big slinky alien.
Oh yes, but I can't remember what she called. I don't know what you mean though.
Marie, something maybe. Someone will tell me. Laurie Petty.
Awesome.
Yes,
brilliant. That is amazing, but. That basically Tank Girl. That's
I was gonna say Tank Girl. It's very similar.
That's a good shout, though.
Yeah, thank you. Not Echo. She plays crazy and loony very well, as evidenced in the Harry Potter movies. Oh, she's right bitch in that, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Don't trust her.
What do you think about Lady Gaga playing the new Harley Quinn?
I think she can probably do it.
I think the new sort of rumor, like thing that I heard was that she's going to be an inmate. She's not going to be a psychiatrist.
Yeah, they probably will have to change it to make sense of this Joker universe.
It's fine. Like I don't think any like Batman fans out there can get like high up on the high horse about that the Joker sequel because it's already took so many liberties.
Yeah, like it's not the sort of Joker that would charm a lady into doing.
And he's not the sort of Joker who's going to take on a 7-foot like behemoth Bruce Wayne Batman. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he's not a genius. Like, I do find that whole thing quite interesting.
Yeah, it's nice that they can have this alternate universe. Like they're doing.
Love it.
Batman is an alternate universe, and they're starting on their new.
Like, I will say that is one thing that DC have totally got over Marvel. Like, I don't want to make it like a war thing, but like. Marvel have put themselves in a corner where they will never go down that like rooted sort of like darker take on any characters that I think they could go with.
No, they're going to go with the lighter take.
They're so like underestimating how popular Blade will be when that comes out. I think for Marvel, I think there's so many different generations and like older generations that have now showed their sons and stuff like that. Like. Blade isn't, yes, it's a Marvel Comics character, but that is a Wesley Snipes 90s like hardcore character. Like Wesley Snipes done more for Blade than what the comics did, in my opinion.
Yeah, because they changed the character completely, didn't they?
Yeah, and I think because they're going through that R-rated 18 version of or 15 or whatever it is over here for Deadpool, the new Deadpool film with Hugh Jackman as well. If that makes like 2 billion or whatever, or comes close to like making shed loads of money in the US, I bet Disney has a rethink of that. We could do something else. Like, I think they should use their Disney Plus format as like, you know, like over here it's Stars, so it's like Die Hard and the Predator films on there. Just have a separate nice section for over there, like, and put your more adult based. Content.
Well, I guess Marvel. They used to have Netflix to do that for them, but before they took everything off it and then stopped it. Right. Oh yeah. How about Madonna back when she looked human? I saw a picture of that earlier. Going for a performance in Dick Tracy. Yeah, she was good in Dick Tracy. So
I didn't mind her in Dick Tracy, and that's a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. That film.
Yeah, I do like that, especially the music.
Yeah. Because it's Batman.
Later, you're gonna be mine. Anyway, Batman 66 Anthem Goes to Hell. Make that film now.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Killed him off several times. So Michael Caine killed it as Alfred. Yeah, it's definitely the best one so far. He had the humor and the banter, and then the sadness and the seriousness, all of it.
Yeah, he was good. He was. I've got nothing bad to say.
Yeah, Irons didn't have enough to do. He only had a few scenes, really, didn't he?
Yeah.
I just thought Fairuza Balk. Is that how you? I've never heard her name spoken. She could do crazy. Maybe she could have done the OG Harley. Yeah, Craft Level or Craft Days. When was that? 97.
Oh, is that? I think I'm aware of who that is. I'm not.
The Water Boy. She was
Right.
Adam
Yeah.
Sandler's
Not a bad shout.
Yes, that's a good one.
He's a good man.
Yeah, she was good. You know what I mean. Right. Yes, I have to go too. So good idea, Ben. We'll wrap it up here. We're at the end of the comments. So
Brilliant.
Good night, everyone. So yes, Ellis will be back in 2 weeks for Forever. We're skipping returns because I did that 2 months ago. So
It's basically just going to be like a 2-hour stream of talking about how good that fucking soundtrack is, man.
yeah, what was it? The Flaming Lips. That's the first time I heard them, I think.
Yeah, great track from the Flaming Lips on that. But
yeah, I had the soundtrack of that as well.
It's always funny that the Seal tune was so famous from that song, but it only comes in at the end.
I know, it's barely it. It's not even.
Yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't even use it as a theme tune anywhere.
No, not at all.
All right, take care, Nas. See you later.
See you later, man.
Good night. See you, Jeff. Because Enter the Dragon Sunday night. Not that you can see it with that reflection. There we go. Right. Oh, you too, of course. Yeah, I love that song.
Man. Awesome.
Yeah, we'll be singing. Oh, we'll make it a sing along on then. Okay. Forever will be a sing along episode.
It's going to be a copyright stringent episode.
I do sound like Bono, I will admit.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Where's he sound? Where are you from?
I am from Darlington, so it's not actually that far away from Borough, Hartlepool. I'm just doxed myself. No, I'm enjoying. Yeah,
he's from the streets. Darlington. That's where he is. Take care of us. Yes. Right. Yeah, so we'll see you in 2 weeks if you're not here for all the other stuff. Yeah, Enter the Dragon. Hang on, let me just check. I always fuck it up. Enter the Dragon with Dave from Savage Zombie. That's it.
Ah, cool.
Oh yeah, Monday RoboCop 3 with Andy Electric Geek.
Oh, I might see if I can chime into that one. Get in RoboCop 3.
Everyone loves RoboCop 3. Richard Norton Tuesday morning, and Barbed Wire with AJ on Wednesday.
Nice.
More comic book shenanigans. I should have called it Comic Book March. Right. Anyway, take care, everyone.
Go. Cheers.
See you next week. Enjoy the week.